Hi everybody, my name is Olivia Gudaniec and today we are here with Miss Adelaide Kane. Thank you so much for coming.
Hiya.
Adelaide has been in shows such as The Power Rangers, Neighbors, Teen Wolf, Rain, and the list continues. Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
So recently you've been getting a lot of attention. What's that been like? Have strangers been stopping you on the streets?
I mean, a little bit, not really, to be honest. Pretty different from my character in real life. And without all the hair and the gown and all that stuff, I don't think people really recognize me. And yeah, I mean, a little. It's been, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird going on Instagram and having like
so many
hundreds
followers.
of thousands of followers. It's weird, and I'm like, you can't be that interested in my cat videos. Like, no. I think it's stranger for my family than it is for me. Got used to it pretty quick. I mean, I'm at work all the time. I'm not really involved in celeb world. I'm just working. I'm not in LA. It doesn't happen that much.
Is it different in LA?
It can be. It can be. I mean, when you have places like Chateau or like Bootsy or like TMZ like hang out outside, it's a very different world. And I have friends who are far more famous than I am, and they can't go to specific places because
yeah, they'll just be bombarded.
Yeah, and it's like Toronto is very, very chill. It's a very easy city to be in if you're an actor because nobody here really cares. It's very East Coast vibe. Nobody cares, which is great.
Awesome. So when you were younger, I read that you entered a competition in Dolly magazine, in which case the prize was a part in Neighbors, which is an Australian soap opera for those wondering. So what motivated you to enter and what did you have to do?
Well, when I was 16, I kind of started to outgrow my awkward pubescent phase, and acting was always something I'd really enjoyed doing when I was younger, so I was like, oh, I might get back into it. And you know, the competition was in Dolly, and you just had to send in, and they'd send you sides, and you put down an audition, you sent in a tape. So I did, and I remember I had sinusitis, and I rattled it off 2 hours before I went to the airport to get on a plane to visit family in Cyprus. And yeah, there was a secondary round of auditioning that happened in like a mall. It was like a public round of auditioning, and then 10 of us flew to Melbourne. It was 5 girls and 5 guys, and there were 2 spots available, one for a boy, one for a girl. And we auditioned there, and we did a bunch of publicity stuff for the magazine, and yeah, and did the big announcement. It was very exciting, and
That's so awesome.
yeah, it was really fun. So it was like a very well publicized audition process as opposed to like a draw a name out of a hat competition, which was cool.
Yeah,
interesting.
Amazing. So you're from Australia, but you moved to LA. Did you book a job in LA? Is that what brought you there? Did you go down for pilot season?
No, I actually I booked a season on Power Rangers, and Power Rangers is an American show, and of course the goal was always to get over to LA, but I booked that job when I was 19 and was able to use that to leverage getting my visa. And then as soon as my visa cleared, I came straight over to LA. I mean, you only get a limited time for those, so I was like, I'm going to take as much advantage of the time that I have. And I flew over September 1st, 2009, and I was still 19. A month and a half after my birthday.
Oh, you're so young.
Yeah,
you're still young.
I was way too young to be moving to LA by myself.
That's
but,
so brave.
Managed.
And let's talk about auditioning. Do you still get nervous?
It depends on the project. I've probably done hundreds upon hundreds of auditions by now. In the 5 years I've been like really actively auditioning in the States. Sending in just like tapes, you get really numb to the rejection. Like you stop caring, and you put in the same amount of effort or more effort for scripts that you like, and less for ones that you're not that keen on.
Yes.
And you kind of can't help yourself, but you know, I try to put the same effort into all of them. You really get nervous when it comes down to callbacks and testing and director meetings and stuff like that. Like that's when I get jitters and nerves. And the first time I ever tested for something was before I moved to LA. I was flown over to LA by Cartoon Network to test for a live action pilot that eventually went to Italia Ricci, who is a gorgeous, talented, wonderful woman. And I choked. It's the first and last time I've ever choked in an audition, but I was terrible. I bombed, and I had prepped so hard, I was jet lagged and so terrified, and it was the most awful audition I've ever done in my life.
Oh, goodness. and then your throat starts closing, and you're like, oh my god.
Deep breathing, deep breathing.
Exactly. So are you still auditioning for different roles while you're working full-time?
Yeah, absolutely. I have to put down a tape this Friday. I don't get a very long hiatus for this show, but I'm auditioning with the assumption that we won't get another season. I don't know if we will. Hopefully.
Fingers
we
crossed.
do. But I'm looking for maybe a movie role or something over the hiatus. I would love to keep working, as I took last hiatus off and then was bored after 2 weeks. Definitely a workaholic. So I'm hoping that something will come up. So I'm auditioning for anything that fits into that hiatus, just in case we get a third season. And if we don't, then towards the end of next season, once we know, I'll start really actively auditioning again to get more work, because it never stops.
Yeah. And how do you organize all your time, from hanging out with friends to working to the gym to photo shoots and interviews? Are you Superwoman?
No, lots of caffeine. It was really difficult first season because I just had no idea how to take care of myself. And when you work like 12 hours on a short day, what time is it now? 4? I've already been here for like 5 hours, and that's a really short day for me. Like 10 hours is a short day for me. But you just really got to manage your time and really take the time for yourself. I wasn't very good at it first season, so I was sick all the time. I was exhausted. And then this year, it's like I don't go out for drinks if I finish early. I go home with my cat and I have a cup of tea. And you got to force yourself to go to the gym because it helps with your stamina, so you can work the hours. You got to force yourself to eat vegetables when all you want is like muffins. Like, you just really need to take care of yourself. And
do you have an assistant?
No, I do it myself. I'm busy, but I'm not that busy.
Okay.
But other than that, like, my schedule's eased up this season as we're getting into the more ensemble storylines. So, I mean, working out in the morning, I'm not a huge gym junkie. I hate it so much. It's just an excuse to listen to new music for me. So like 20 minutes in the morning, if I can squeeze it in, and like just not even hardcore, just on a treadmill, just power walking for 20 minutes.
Just to do something.
Something, just to wake me up. Or at the end of work if I have the energy. Like this morning I was like, not happening. Went and had coffee with Anna. So tonight I'll look out. And probably for an hour or more when I can fit in larger ones and I have the energy, I'll do that. But otherwise 20 minutes or not at all if I'm not feeling up for it. So just gotta take care of yourself.
And listen to your body.
Yeah, very much so.
Last question. If there was another job you could do on set, what would it be and why?
On set? Ooh, I don't know. I'd love to do wardrobe. Like, I feel like Meredith has so much fun looking for fabrics and like trawling through vintage stores. That would be really fun. And I'd love to be in the art department who do like all of this incredible like marking on the floor and like the ceilings.
For sure.
And props would be really fun. I'm really into like furniture and home decorating.
Yeah,
anything where I get to like futz around in vintage stores and like make things pretty
and beautiful.
The makeup truck's pretty fun, but they work longer hours than I do, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you very much, Adelaide.
Thank you.
And thanks, guys, for watching.